What's going on, my good people? You know what I'm saying? Back out here on my walk, man. Trying to pay myself, that paid everybody else. Um, you know, out here and get something to yourself, man. It's a beautiful day outside. It's hot. I got the South Texas weather up against me, man. We've been 10 something, 104, 105, 10 whatever. That's what it's been out here, man. Like unbearable heat. It ain't rained in like, I think it rained the other day in like certain spots of Houston. It didn't rain everywhere. So like we haven't really got, the full city ain't got no rain in about 40, 50 days, 40 some days. Crazy. My grass out here look just like this, just like hate. But yeah, anyways. I want to talk about foundations, man. Foundation is what everything is built upon. Like you start with the foundation. Your foundation is jacked up. Nothing else is going to work. This goes with marriage. What's your foundation in your marriage? What's your foundation in your friendships? What's your foundation in your family? What do y'all stand on? What is your culture? What is the foundation of your culture? What does it stand on? Foundation is what you stand on and what you stand by. Can't nobody rattle a solid foundation. But since I'm black and since I'm African American, I'm gonna talk from what I know. I don't know white folk. I mean, I'm not a white folk. I ain't never been white. I don't know how to operate as a white person. I don't know how to operate as a Spanish person. I don't know how to operate as an Asian. I don't know how to operate as nobody else. So I'm specifically talking to black African Americans. So we're gonna talk about our foundation. But let's talk about the foundation from how I seen it. So somebody took you and they brought you here, right? And they somewhat freed you, but they ain't give you nothing. They ain't teach you how to read, none of that. So when they set you free, you ain't have no money, you ain't have no knowledge, you ain't know how to read. So you just got locked into bad deals. A lot of black people got locked into bad deals. And then, through time, we know redlining, Jim Crow, all that stuff that happened. We know all of that. So when we got free, I feel we got free in the 60s with the Civil Rights Bill. Of course, it helped everybody else. We know it helped everybody else. But let's talk about our foundation from that point. So, talking about a foundation, man. Let's just put it like this. Let's say you got married, right? Let's talk about the relationship foundation real quick. Let's say you and your girl got married. And y'all bought a piece of land, right? Say, yeah, we're going to buy this piece of land. We're going to build our house from scratch. So you get your plans. You get your architect. You get your plans. Everything's great. So y'all are about to build a foundation. So what y'all go out and do is y'all just start taking craps. Y'all go out there, pull y'all pants down, y'all start taking craps. Big, ridiculous craps, and then you pave it over. And every day you and your girl out there, y'all go out there and y'all keep dumping the feces, and y'all keep building y'all foundation. After a year, y'all done put together a foundation. It looks super solid. But remember, it's all crap. So you done built your foundation. Then you say, all right, good, we ready to build this house. Then you build a house and you wondering why it's flies and gnats and shit all up in the house. Why they all buzzing around this house. Why your house is the talk of the town by all the flies and all the gnats. You have no idea why these flies and gnats are attracted to your house. But you forgot your foundation was crap. When a good rain come around, it's gonna shake your foundation. Lord forbid it floods. Your house ain't gonna stand up because it ain't no solid foundation. Remember, it was all crap. So when you build your foundation on crap, don't expect for it to hold up when hard times come, when weather come, hard wind come. Don't expect your foundation to hold up. So in the black community, let's say we left, when slavery left, when the people stopped doing hideous things to black African Americans, these people was raping men and women. These people was raping kids. These people was torturing black folks. Torture. Absolute torture. I don't want to talk about nobody else's culture. Torturing people. And then you send them out. Ooh, crap. It's a big old fly. But you send them out, no money. Don't even know how to read. Don't send them nothing. Then you start putting contracts in their face. Say, sign an X. Just sign an X on here. We'll make you a sharecropper. But when the crops come in, it ain't never no money for the person who grew it. So now they're in this contract. So they didn't crap on another generation of your foundation. Your foundation ain't never set with no money nor education. So then in the 60s, you get some civilness. Man, let's read if you look up civil in the dictionary, you'll find out people just got to be fair with you. Kinda. So, in the 60s, when we got freedom, a civil freedom, let's call it a civil freedom. You got your civil freedoms in the 60s. What did you build your foundation on after that? Because they weren't going to give you no money. They'll give you civilness, but we're not giving you no money. So for me, we had a lot of hard times. A lot of men left the homes. When men start leaving homes, that's when that foundation gets shaky and the government come in. Government say, I'll be the daddy. I's the pappy. I'll be your pappy. I'll take care of the women. Yeah, black men, I'm gonna take care of your women. And black men, some of them was like, cool. Take care of them. So the government started becoming daddy. Started becoming daddy to the women and the children. So like people start believing in the man. So that was the beginning of your shitty foundation. That was the beginning of your shitty foundation. Remember what I talked about in the beginning, about all that shit y'all built your foundation on. So when the fathers leave the home, oh boy, you was paving and laying on that shit thick. The government coming in and say, I'll be the pappy. He take care of the women and children. Oh boy, your foundation looking extra shitty now. You got big time flies around your foundation. You was sitting there like, boy, we did a good job. We did a good job with all that shit, boy. You see how we stacked it? We stacked that shit 6 feet high. We stacked shit 6 feet high to build our foundation on. This is gonna be perfect. You looking at your plans and shit like, boy, okay, we're gonna build the bathrooms over there, and then we're gonna put all on a shitty foundation now. So then, the music is just another component. Music is just another component. So the music starts getting, I ain't gonna say it started in the 60s with the music starting to get promiscuous, but it started to happen. So by the time you made it to the 80s and 90s, the music was headed towards a promiscuous presence. Like the new promiscuous presence became the music. And then hip hop comes in, and hip hop is the children. The government was the daddy was the government because their dads wasn't there. And these sons, they got left to build everything on their own. They created something called hip hop. And they built hip hop on a shaky foundation because it wasn't built with no money, wasn't built with the expertise, wasn't built with the knowledge. Y'all ain't had knowledge of none of them contracts them people's putting in your face, but you wanted the money. So they end up taking over hip hop. They be like, who is they? Record companies. They took over hip hop. Give me that. We'll give you some money. We'll take all of the real money. We'll give you some money up front. We'll take all the real money. We'll siphon all of the energy out of your economy. We'll siphon all the energy out of your culture. And they did it with R&B too. They went and got R&B, was like, give me that. So now, the stuff that you created is not even your culture anymore. It's not none of this. Look at that shitty foundation. Ooh, we built our foundation 8 foot high. All shit. All shit. So, when we look at the 60s, we look at the 80s, we look at the 2000s. In the 2000s, this thing that the fatherless child created, this hip hop thing, started to get some money. They started to make some money. Had a few moguls come through it. But everybody was still owned by them record companies. So your foundation is shit because somebody's really pushing the strings behind your back. It's kind of like the Wizard of Oz. Remember how you watched the Wizard of Oz as a kid? You really loved the movie, but you didn't understand what the hell they was really telling you? When you watch the Wizard of Oz, one of them need a heart, one of them need brains. What's her name? Dorothy, she wanted to get home. Like, everybody she was meeting needed something that they already had. Man, I need a heart. Man, I need a heart to stand up to people that mess me over. You already got it, but you got to exercise it. Oh, man, I need brains. So when they finally found the wizard's some little peon-ass dude controlling everything behind the scenes. Some little peon-ass dude. And he was like extra nice because he knew they should have beat his ass. Like, he's like, let me give you some heart. Let me give you a brain. Let me tell you what the wizard does. The wizard puts the camera on everybody else. The wizard be making the money all behind the camera, but they put the camera on you. They give you some money, and they let you destroy yourself. They let you keep stacking that foundation of shit. Oh yeah, we got a 10-foot foundation of shit now. That's because, people got money now, and when you get past the 2000s, black people start making a little bit of money. So they start stacking that shit foundation a little bit higher. Ooh, we stacking our shit foundation to 12 feet. Nobody gonna be able to penetrate us. 12 feet. 12 feet. Boy, we got a perimeter of 35 miles of shit walls that we built. 12 foot high. You be so happy. Woo! This is what we built. And then you keep wondering why people keep penetrating your walls. Why do people keep penetrating us? I have no idea. That's because everything that you built was on some shit. And you can just, people can get through some shit really quick. You ain't put up no surveillance cameras. You ain't put up nothing on the perimeter to keep people from getting out. You don't even know who the hell's getting in. Because you have not worried about the strongest part of whatever you're trying to build, which is the foundation. They be like, man, I don't understand what you're talking about. Well, that's why we're here today. So what I'm issuing out to the people is, stop letting the wizard control your life. He's just a peon behind a camera. A peon behind a camera. You probably wouldn't even like that dude if you saw him. You'd be like, I'm a peon here, man. This is the person that's running everything. It's a goddamn peon. And we praise these peons because they give us money. And the money don't even mean nothing. The money ain't even worth nothing. You'll sell your soul for some money. And they know you will. You will sell yourself dirt cheap for some money. They like, oh, all I gotta give you is $1 million. I got $1 billion. All I gotta do is give you $1 million to sell yourself short. It's easy money. Easy money. And they take that $1 million. You think which is gonna be your foundation, but you forgot that you got some stuff in your body that you ain't figured out. That slavery shit still running through your veins. Like everything your people went through, every single struggle your people went through in your bloodline, you going through that right now, and you got to figure it out. They rooting for you to figure it out. Stop trusting the wizard. We up here watching the wizard like he ain't got no power. The wizard ain't got no power, but he got money. He could buy a whole bunch of fancy machines and put it on you. Put the cameras on you, make you look stupid and dumb and docile and ridiculous and unruly. This is what the wizard can do for you, especially if you don't have a strong foundation. They don't go after nobody else like they come after African Americans. Nobody else in this country. Debate me on it. So, we have to break down all of that stuff that we built and start over. Start all the way over. And I mean all the way over. When you got a crappy foundation, you have to start over. It's kind of like making gumbo and you doing your roux. And you done burnt that roux and you just, no, I'm go ahead and put everything up in it. It's going to be cool. Your gumbo is burnt. Your gumbo is cooked because your foundation or your roux wasn't built in stable capacity. You burnt that roux and you kept on going. You built a shit foundation, you just kept on going, kept building houses on this shitty foundation. Your whole perimeter is a shit foundation. Your whole wall, all these walls that y'all built. We got 20-foot walls to protect us. 20-foot walls of shit. And you don't understand how people keep penetrating you so easily. Moving you around like a chess piece. I see black people in this country as just a chess piece. And if they want to knock your pawn, ass over, they can do it. It don't even matter. You could be the richest of us. You're like, I'm a billionaire. And they can knock your pawn over and you'll be worth $50 million the next day. Because you ain't built on no firm foundation, dog. Ain't nobody coming to save you. People actually scared to save you. When they took their hands off of you, all your people was like, they was clutching their ass. Like, people like clutching my pearls, clutching your ass. He's like, damn, if they can knock them down that easy, if you can knock a billionaire to a millionaire that easy, I'm a millionaire. They can knock me down to 1,000 in a day. And they don't say nothing. They don't say nothing. You ain't got no foundation. You don't have nothing. Like, everything that you built in America is built on a can of bullshit. A whole can of bullshit. Like, you just been crapping and paving. Like, all right, we gonna build these fancy walls. Y'all put all types of designs and graffiti on the walls to make them look cute. Put your little green wall over them and put a little light thing over it. Make it look all fancy. The gates. You don't wonder why all these flies keep flying around here, all these gnats all in your face, and you're not wondering why this is happening? Not wondering why it's roaches eating on your walls. Y'all don't know why this is happening? Because your foundation was trash, man. Everything that you see black culture built on today is all bullshit. None of these people have the real power. Because somebody can knock their pawn asses over and they $1 billion can turn into $1 million overnight. Or your million can turn into 1,000 overnight. Your 1,000, woo, boy, they can knock your 1,000 out to $2. But we look at his bank account and be like, God damn, I was just 1,000 there yesterday. I had 5,000 in the bank yesterday and now you got $2. Just by somebody knocking your pawn ass off the board. You ain't no bishop, you ain't no rook, you ain't no queen, you ain't no king, you ain't none of that. They got you on the front line, you the pawns. They put you out there to make boss moves, real boss moves. But they have you, your pawn ass do it. They know your culture has no foundation. None. They have no foundation. They know this for a fact, a 100% fact. But once you get a foundation, it's going to be over for these people, and they're going to understand it immediately.